Okay, my dear students, so I hope you understood the concept of vapor density. In this video, we are going to learn about the relation between vapor density and the molecular mass of a gas. Okay. So, my dear students, vapor density, I am writing in short, vapor density VD, vapor density 2 into vapor density. 2 into vapor density is equals to the molecular mass. The molecular mass. M stands for molecular mass. I have written the terms in abbreviated form. Okay. So in the previous video you understood the concept of vapor density. What is vapor density? Vapor density is the ratio of the masses of equal volume of a gas and hydrogen under the same condition of temperature and pressure. So if you take a particular volume of a gas under a particular temperature and pressure, and you take the same volume of hydrogen under the same condition of temperature and pressure, the ratio between the masses of these two samples will give you the vapor density. Okay, it's clear to you. Now what's molecular mass? Molecular mass is very simple. Molecular mass is nothing but the mass of a molecule. The mass of a molecule. Okay. So in this video, let us try to understand how do we calculate the molecular masses of compounds, because that's important. Some questions will be set on this topic as well. Okay, it's a sub part, although it's a sub part, but some questions will be set, that is calculate the mass of this molecule, and the data will be provided to you, that is the mass numbers will be provided to you, and using the mass numbers of the elements of that compound you have to calculate the molecular mass. So suppose let us take an example. Let us take an example that we have to calculate the mass of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, and they have provided the data, that is calcium, the molecular mass number of calcium is 40, that is atomic mass of calcium is 40, atomic mass is provided, atomic mass of sodium is 23, atomic mass of magnesium is 24, and atomic mass, we don't need sodium, atomic mass of carbon is 12, atomic mass of oxygen is 16, and so on. So we have basically three elements in this molecule of calcium carbonate. We have calcium, so the atomic mass is provided, carbon, atomic mass is provided, oxygen, the atomic mass is provided. So the question is, the target is to calculate the molecular mass of this molecule, the molecular mass of this molecule. So we write molecular mass of calcium carbonate, that is mass of one molecule of this compound is, you can see that we have three elements. So the rule is, first we will write the atomic masses of each and every element. Okay, first we will write the molecular atomic masses of each and every element. So the first element is calcium. What is the atomic mass? Don't get tensed. The data will be provided. Okay, don't get tensed or in the state of, don't be in the state of confusion that, sir, do we have to memorize these atomic masses? It's very painstaking, sir. You don't have to do that. Data will be provided to you. So in this case, calcium, the atomic mass is 40. So I said you the first rule is to take the atomic masses of each and every element. So calcium is the first element, so we will write 40, and we don't have a number assigned to this symbol. We don't have any number assigned to this one. Okay, so carry on. Now after calcium you have carbon. So when you go to the next element, give a plus sign. Give a plus sign. Whenever you go to the next element, give a plus sign. What is the next element? That's carbon. What's the atomic what's the atomic mass? 12. So we will place a 12, and we will check whether this symbol has been assigned a number or not. No number has been assigned to this symbol as well. Now what's the next element? That's oxygen. So when you go to when you move to the next element, you have to give a plus sign, and oxygen, the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So we have to put a 16 over here and check whether that symbol has been assigned with a digit or number or not. Yes, you can see that oxygen has been assigned with a symbol 3. That means you have 3 atoms in this molecule, 3 atoms of oxygen in this molecule. So we have to multiply this 16 with 3. Are you getting? So this is the operation which we have to do, that is we have to solve this simple mathematical expression. So it will be what, 52 and it will be 48, so it's what, 100. So 100 is the molecular mass of calcium carbonate. If you write in AMU, it will be atomic mass units. If you write in grams, that will be the gram molecular mass. Both are correct, you can choose any one as you wish, okay, but both of them mean different. Okay, if you write in grams, that means you are taking the gram molecular mass, that's a different thing. If you write AMU, that means you are calculating the mass of our molecule which you can't see with your naked eyes. But if you take grams, that's a huge amount. Okay, 100 gram, that's a huge amount. It will contain lots of molecules. Because you have not studied Avogadro's number and the law of Avogadro, that's why I am not going to explain you what is the difference between AMU and gram. So for this instance, you just choose any one of these, gram or AMU, it depends upon you. Okay, or you can leave the answer as it is. So this is how we calculate the molecular mass of a compound. I will give you some numericals to calculate the molecular mass of calcium carbonate. Coming to the main topic, that is 2 into vapor density is equal to molecular mass. It's a very important topic. It's a very important formula which you have to learn. It's in the syllabus. Okay, so we can see a sum on page number 85. Page number 85, open the page, open page number 85 of your book, and you will find a question 19B. Okay, let me do 19B first, then I will explain you 19A. Atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. So they have given the atomic mass of chlorine as 35.5 to us, atomic mass. What is its vapor density? They are asking us to calculate the vapor density of chlorine, the vapor density of chlorine. And they are saying that this is what? This is not the molecular mass. This is what? This is what? This is the atomic mass. Just focus on the word atomic mass. This is atomic mass. And they are asking us to calculate the vapor density of this gas. It's very easy, my dear student. Just put that definition, that formula. That is, we know that 2 into vapor density, sorry, Vd, is equals to what? Molecular mass of the gas. So 2 into vapor density of the gas is equal to molecular mass of the gas, molecular mass of the gas. So that means we have to calculate vapor density in this case. They are asking us to calculate vapor density. So that means we have to send this 2 to that side of the equation. So it will become molecular mass by 2, isn't it? This is simple mathematics. 2 is going there because we need Vd only. So 2 is going in the denominator to the right hand side. Okay, that is under molecular mass. So we have to know the molecular mass of chlorine for getting vapor density, and we know the atomic mass of chlorine, and you know that a molecule of chlorine is Cl2, isn't it? The molecule of Cl, sorry, if you take the molecule of chlorine, that is Cl2. You know the molecular formula of chlorine, that's Cl2. That means if the atomic mass is 35.2, the molecular mass will be 2 into 35.5. Just now I explained you how to calculate the molecular mass. If you know the molecular formula, just write the atomic mass and take that number into consideration which has been assigned to that symbol. So here 2 has been assigned to the symbol, that's why we will multiply 2 with the atomic mass of that symbol. That's 2 into 35.5 will give you 71, and 71 is nothing but the molecular mass of chlorine. So if you put 71 over here and 2 in the denominator, if you divide it again, you will get the vapor density as 35.5 is the vapor density. And why vapor density is not having any units? Because it's a ratio, as I explained you in the previous video. I hope it's clear to you. I'm giving you a couple of numericals based on molecular mass and the relation between vapor density and molecular mass. Try to do it for making your understanding and concept more clear.